Chris Kill with another edition of your Peak Fitness 10-minute trainer. All right, today's video is more of a 2-minute trainer because this segment today goes out to all of our runners who are looking for, sort of that last sprint. Finding your second wind in the last maybe half-mile run. And what that comes down to is producing power in a fatigue state. All right, today's interval combination is what is called a Tabata interval. All right, and these are common in the fitness world. These are things where you work hard for 20 seconds, you go as hard as you can, followed by 10 seconds of rest. You repeat that 8 times for a period of 2 minutes. Okay, the problem with the Tabata oftentimes is that you're going to burn out before you get done. Oftentimes, lactic acid builds up in the legs and whatnot. So we're going to show you a progression to help to get the most out of your Tabata interval. All right, so what you're going to do is pick one exercise for the upper body and one exercise for the lower body. All right, for the upper body, and again with these exercises, they don't need to be very, I want to say, hard in nature. So you're not doing like plyo push-ups, for example. All right, keep in mind that we're going to do this 8 times as fast as we can. So we want to keep it fairly simple. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple ideas here. Something like for the upper body, something like a shoulder tap is good. Okay, obviously on the floor would be a little bit better. Okay, you can do something like a plank push-up, again where I'm coming up and down. Or you can do something like a hand walk, again where the extremities are just moving as quickly as possible. I find that even a push-up, you're going to fatigue about 2 rounds in. That's pretty advanced, so we want to look at that. All right, for the lower body, something simple like a squat. Okay, or something like a lateral band hop where I'm just hopping over. Or even an alternating step up. Fits the bill, but you don't necessarily have to jump or do the hardest exercise possible. Burpees are another good alternative, but keep in mind that it involves a lot of jumping, and over 8 rounds, we don't know if you're able to execute that with maximal intensity. So keep it fairly simple. From there, we're simply going to start with level 1. Okay, in level 1, we would actually flip the interval. So instead of doing 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest, we're going to do 10 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. So you just go as hard as you can for 10 seconds, count your reps, rest for 20 seconds, do it again, and repeat for 8 rounds for the lower body exercise before moving up to the upper body exercise. Level 2 would be 15 seconds of work followed by 15 seconds of rest. So now we're kind of equalizing a little bit. Okay, and again, we're just trying to go as hard as you can, recover, and just try to maintain that power level. All right? The last progression would be 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. So if you're new at this, you've never done Tabatas before, start with level 1, work that for a couple weeks, and as a progression, maybe in month 2, sort of work on maybe moving to level 2 and then eventually to level 3. But hopefully that gives you some options. This is particularly good for people that have less than 5 minutes. Knock out 2 Tabatas, that's 4 minutes of total work. I promise you, you will be spent and you will have gotten your interval training in for the day.